It's Diane, and it's a Quilty Merch Monday, Tuesday supplemental. Yes, it's another Tuesday supplemental video because yesterday afternoon we got a new fabric collection at the store. This one is called Covered Bridges in Winter. It's a Riley Blake collection, and we've got plaid, we've got birds with cardinals, we've got covered bridges, snowflakes, 2 panels. This is a pillow panel. You could also cut these out and put them on canvases and hang them on the wall. You could make wall hangings. You could make table toppers out of them. They're just really beautiful, or they could be large quilt blocks. And so this is the first one. And as you can see, each covered bridge has a barn quilt over the top of the bridge. This one has it's gorgeous. This one's got a saying on it by John Burroughs, also has a quilt block over it. It says, "The covered bridge sleeps under a white quilt waiting for spring's thaw," which is John Burroughs' phrase. Here's another covered bridge that's a side view. And then the last one has a covered bridge, and it has a cardinal over the top of the bridge, and it says, "The snowy road was like a white ribbon unfurled before us." And that's a quote from Willa Cather. And as many of you might remember, Willa Cather is one of the great American novelists. And I think my favorite Willa Cather book that I read in high school, or I think college, was the My Antonia book. And so I've read many of Willa Cather's works in the past, and she's just a great American author, and so is John Burroughs. So we have really cute quilt blocks along the top that you could use in other projects. You could use them with this panel, or save them and put them together for another project, and then you've got another row of quilt blocks on the bottom. These would also be really cute to cut out and make little Christmas ornaments with them to hang on your tree. So there's a couple of things that you can do with that row of little blocks at the top of the panel. Then there's the big main panel. Oh, dropped it. Then there's the big main panel, and it is a lovely, lovely covered bridge with a holiday wreath over the top. And now let's take a look at the yardage. And so yardage, we've got a variety of things, and my 3 favorites are these. So I'm going to show you my favorites first. So my favorites, this is, the background is called Snow, and we have little brown sprig trees with red birds, and then we have silver snowflakes. It's just really, really pretty. I bought this collection because I loved the coordinates so much, in addition to the panels, because I knew that these coordinates would go with lots of other collections or be just great standalone prints. And here's this one. It's called Iceberg. So it's got a kind of a, I want to say a dusty blue kind of background with the white snowflakes. And then this one is called just Blue, and it's another one that's kind of a mottled background, really pretty with the cardinals. And I know there's a lot of people who like to feed the cardinals in the wintertime. There's 3 plaids that go with this collection, and there's a lot of people who come in and are looking for fabrics to make a guy quilt, a boy quilt, a young man quilt, and these would be great no matter what the season for making quilts for a guy. So we've got the blue plaid with a brown stripe. Then we've got the dusty blue with the light gray stripe. Next up is a kind of a cream background with a rust, kind of a barn red. I would say it would be a barn red, not rust, and the brown plaid cross lines on it. This one's just called Barn Red. And so those are great for guy quilts, boy quilts, great complements, great borders and bindings. And then we have 3 of what's called the main prints, and these are the bridges, and this is directional fabric. As you can see, this one's the blue background. This one is called Iceberg, and I just really, really like those red birds that are over the top of the bridge on this one. That's just really cute. So this is the next one is called Snow, and so it is a white background with the different covered bridges on them. Then the last 3 prints in the collection are snowflakes. And again, these are super versatile, can go with a lot of different projects. So this one has got a white background with, looks like silver and navy blue snowflakes. And then this one is called Iceberg, and it's that kind of a grayish blue with white. And then we've got the one that's just called Blue. So this is Covered Bridges in Winter. Just arrived yesterday. Don't have it on the website yet. I'll try to get it on the website in the next day or so. And so come shop with me at dianesews.com or shop with me in our next store. This is fabric you don't want to miss.